How epic would it be to download the knowledge of millions in ad spend with over 10,000 ads tested and 250,000 leads generated so that you could see results like these for your own Facebook or Instagram ads? Well, good news. In this video, I'm going to reveal the simple step-by-step framework used by the top 1% of ad accounts on Facebook and Instagram for lead generation. And I'm going to show you examples of ad accounts that are blowing up so that you can see a predictable and reliable stream of inbound inquiries to your business on autopilot. I'm also going to reveal the single determining factor of success I've found over the years that all of the other guides neglect to tell you. And finally, as a double bonus, I'm going to reveal a cheat sheet of all the technical information and numbers you should expect to see when you run an ad campaign, so you can return to this video at any time for guidance. And just in case you don't know who I am, my name's John. I'm the founder of MinMax Media. We help companies to run ads for lead generation online. If you want us to do that for you, or you want one-on-one guidance, there's a link below. Now, whenever we run ads for a client, we always use one of two funnels because they are the most effective. And I'm going to run you through both of these in a second. But first, I need you to understand why the old way of doing things is broken and why the new way of doing things basically makes it feel like you're cheating. Otherwise, you'll miss the underlying points or strategy, and this might not work for you. Now, in 2018, my business was on the ropes. I was struggling to pay my bills, and all of my efforts to acquire new clients on my terms had failed. And I tried running ads. In fact, for my first attempt, I spent weeks perfecting this perfect video ad that showcased all of my services. I launched my campaign, and weeks later, I was met with lackluster results. It wasn't an overwhelming success. But cut to the present day, and the campaigns that we launch now tend to start working on the first day. So firstly, what the f***? And secondly, why? The reason was behind the strategy. Now, we use a strategy that's actually pushed by Meta called the Power 5. In fact, we're only going to use 4 because one of them is a bit shit. Now, I'm going to run you through the Power 5 and how we use machine learning when setting up a campaign in a second. But first, you need a solid framework or funnel. It starts with an ad that directly addresses your target audience, either highlighting the pains they're currently experiencing or promoting an irresistible offer. That ad then sends them to a lead form, which asks them 1 to 3 qualifying questions. This step is crucial because it teaches Facebook who the right people are by showing them which questions qualify them as leads. Now, once they're qualified, we direct leads to a landing page which shows a short video explaining our services. Ideally, also with an option on that page for them to immediately book a call. Now, this structure is the gold standard for Facebook and Instagram ads because it's all native to the platform, which means it teaches Facebook and Instagram to quickly learn who your ideal leads are. So now let's talk about setting up your ad account, because even the best strategy fails if your setup is wrong. So when I first started using the Facebook Ads Manager, it felt insanely overwhelming, but thankfully, simplicity is key. Now, accounts are laid up in campaign level, ad set level, and then ad level. And at the campaign level, you set your overall objective. At the ad set level, you define the back end details, such as when you want the ads to run, how much money you want to spend, how you want to bid on the ads, and who you want to target. And then at the ad level, that's where you upload your creative. That's what people viewing the ads are actually going to see. So I'm going to create a new campaign here. And as you can see, we're at the campaign level. I select the overall campaign objective. I'm going to use a manual leads campaign. Now, when I used to build out campaigns, I used to try and set the ad spend manually at the ad set level, and that can work. But if we want to utilize the power of Facebook, I strongly recommend turning on Advantage Campaign Budget. This allows Facebook to allocate ad spend across the top performing ad sets and ads, which saves you a load of time, effort, and money. And when naming campaigns, we tend to follow this naming convention just because it keeps things simple. Next, at the ad set level, we get to choose our audience. That's who our ads are going to be put in front of. And I used to spend ages trying to craft the perfect audience, but we now have a feature called Advantage Plus Audiences, which leans into that machine learning and again, lets Facebook do all the heavy lifting. We can, however, give it some suggestions as to who it should put the ads in front of or where it should look first. So for example, if our ads were about home improvement, we could suggest people who are interested in home improvement, and that would give it a good starting point. Now, when it comes to placements, we actually want to do the opposite of what Facebook recommends. We tend to find that consistently, if you leave that checked on, you'll get poor results from the audience network. So we instead switch to manual and turn off the audience network to improve performance. Also, at the ad set level, we get to select something called dynamic creative, which is going to unlock unlock some additional features at the ad level, which I'm about to talk through now. Now, when it comes to the ad level, we used to spend ages testing different combinations of images and headlines, and now we had loads of different ads in there. But using dynamic ads, you can just throw all of your ad creatives into one ad and add in different types of body text or headlines, and then Facebook will test different combinations and find out what the winner is. And the ad level is also where we can create that form that I was talking about. And if we select higher intent and then go down to the question section, that's where we can choose conditional logic. And as we add questions in, we can tell Facebook if those answers mean someone is either qualified or unqualified. So now let's dive into the key metrics that you should see when running Facebook ads. So these are the numbers you should expect to see when you launch an ad campaign on Facebook or Instagram. But these costs vary wildly across industry and audience. Now, if you want a system that works specifically for you, firstly, set a benchmark for your ideal lead cost. Go from your own historic data about how much a client is worth to you, how much you can afford to spend to acquire that client, and what your average conversion rates are on cold leads. Now, when running an ad campaign, you need to spend at least 3 times the amount of that benchmarked lead cost. Do this before you make the call as to whether you should shut something off or scale it up. Most people approach running ads as a matter of time. How long should we run our ads? Whereas in actuality, it's a matter of ad spend and data. So now you know how to run Facebook ads, but there's much more you need to understand to make a campaign work, such as how you frame your offer or what you do with the leads once they come to you. And getting this stuff wrong can mean that you are nailing Facebook ads, but a problem elsewhere means that overall it's not working and you're constantly questioning why. Thankfully, in this video, I cover the complete end-to-end strategy we've found has been the most effective for lead generation ads throughout our years of experience. Check it out now.